Okay, so we are doing the final lab for biomechanics. Um, Today we're going to analyze the squat. It's a fairly basic movement. It's a movement that you'll see in almost any program that you have. What's important to know is that it's all happening in the sagittal plane and about the transverse axis of the body. Um, and so in the eccentric phase, we're working, well, in both phases really, we're working three joints. We're working the hips, the knees, and the ankles. In the eccentric phase, we're going to be coming downwards with our body, and we're going to be doing hip flexion, knee flexion, and ankle dorsiflexion. So we're going to come down until the femur is as close to parallel with the ground as we can get it. Some people don't have quite that range of motion. I'm that person. And so I can't quite get fully there, but I can get close. So I bring it as close as I can. Okay, and what we want to remember is that in the eccentric phase, doing those movements, we're using the quadriceps, so our vastus medialis, our vastus lateralis, vastus intermedialis, our rectus femoris, and our gluteus maximus, which is the biggest muscle in the body, and then we're using our hamstrings, obviously. And then down in the lower leg, we're using our gastroc and our soleus, which we think of as the calves. All of those things are eccentrically contracting, so lengthening the muscles. And then obviously when we're coming back up, we're doing the opposite movement. So hip extension, knee extension, and then plantar flexion in our ankles. And so that's really just a short analysis of what happens when we're moving during the squat. It's another thing to mention is that we're stabilizing our whole movement with our abs, with our upper body, and that's a very important part to how we do a squat. If you're just flimsy and moving around up at top, you're not going to be doing a squat very well. So you have to be able to really hold your upper body nice and high as we're bending the lower body. We want to keep that nice and steady. So that's really just a short analysis of the squat.